We did it, officer. We did. We went back to the well again. Someone come arrest us. Let's start the show. Welcome to FYC Film Review, everybody. I'm your host, Gagne. With me, my partner, Naldo. How are you, buddy?
I'm fine. I'm good. How's it going, everybody? What's going on, man?
I'm sorry that we're subjecting people to this. Why it's Michael Winslow's birthday was this week, and God bless that national treasure. This is the third movie we've done of his. Third movie.
Third.
Can't do
That's
three.
right.
Three.
Right. I don't know why this is the only reason we're doing it. We actually said in our episode of Police Academy 3 that we're probably never going to go back to a Police Academy. And yet here we are. We find ourselves reviewing Police Academy 2. Why we started with 3? There's no reason. And now we're going backwards. Let's just get into this. The year is 1985. And this is Police Academy 2, their first assignment. I'm still speechless, man. I don't know how this movie was worse than 3. I don't, but this movie was bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that we'll cement in this episode that we will never ever do another Police Academy movie. I'm surprised that.
Don't do that. You're gonna break your promise. Don't do it.
The first time around, our beloved Hooks had passed.
That's right.
We thought about these fondly. I remember all of these movies being on like HBO and always being able to watch them. I have fond memories of the third one. I thought I had fond memories of the second one. I was wrong. I was completely wrong. It's so bad. I want to say that, like, I have this vision of Steve Guttenberg in my head that is slowly diminishing over these watches, because he is the worst character in the entire Police Academy series. Like, I love every other character so much more, and he's supposed to be the lead.
Yep.
And it just starts bad with the balloon animal joke, and it just his role doesn't get any better.
Yeah, I mean, this movie is PG-13. Okay, so everybody, this movie is a PG-13 from the 80s. So because it's PG-13, it has boobs, it has butts, it has F words. The only thing it doesn't have is thrusting penetration. That's the only thing it doesn't have. But PG-13 in the 80s, you could throw almost anything in this movie. It starts out with the score, and as I don't know if you guys ever saw our episode, Police Academy 3 review, but I'm a big fan of this score. I really do. I think it's a cross between Star Wars and the Superman theme song score. I really do. And when it opened up with the score, I actually thought, okay, maybe this is a little bit better. But past the score and the opening credits, there's nothing to it. There's nothing to it.
Yeah, you definitely are like longing for something to happen. Like they added Howard Hessman from the first one, like Nitzel Sard's younger brother, and he's in charge of a precinct that, you know, has basically got the worst crime possible. The gangs run the streets, and so of course, you know, bring in the new recruits from the academy that just graduated, and they're going to fix everything. And somehow they don't, and they just continue to make it work, but still get accolades for not doing a good job. Like, there's a moment where Mahoney has that speech about, you know, cops caring too much. And I'm like, I wonder if this is how it goes. You know, like, are they justifying how shitty they are? Like, is this how it really gets handled? Because generally speaking, like, all of these people will be fired and like put on leave. They're not good at their jobs. And I guess that's supposed to be funny, but it becomes kind of cringeworthy at some parts, especially when Steve Guttenberg is delivering lines.
Yeah, I just going back to what you said about Steve Guttenberg, he's supposed to be the lead, but the more I watch this guy in these movies, the more I just want to punch him in the face. He's really cringy. That scene in the tailor at the tailor shop where he has to get his pants and his shirt hemmed or whatever, and there's a little kid with the balloon animal, and he takes it from the little kid, and then the next scene he puts it down his pants. I was like, "What are you doing? This is so cringy." Oh, it's just disgusting, man.
Yeah. There's I'm searching for, like, you know, the silver lining in this movie, and I don't know where it is. I enjoyed I guess Tackleberry finding love, even though that love seems to disappear in the third one. She's not around, right? And I don't remember her in the third one at all. So it's like we introduce this character, and she's this strong woman who just gets married and
Yeah.
disappears.
I don't
So
know if she's around in the third one. I know her family's around because the dad and the son always are beating up each other. So maybe she is. I
yes,
don't know. I
yeah,
don't
I
remember.
don't recall. But there's not a lot that really redeems it. Even the pranks are just kind of like
Hmm.
cool. We put plaster in the supervisor's hair. Like he wasn't even really a bad guy. He just was like, look, I'm going to sit back and let you guys screw up and mess up and I'm going to take over. I
Yeah.
remember as a kid, like always thinking that those guys were the bad guys when in fact, like they're the right people. They're the people that should be in charge. They're the people that should be, I don't know. As an adult, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work at all. But we do have Bobcat Goldthwait in this. Who is the bad guy in this? So he's reformed in the third one. He's the leader of the gangs of the whole neighborhood in this, and he's funny, and but he's a mean guy. The supermarket scene's kind of funny, I thought, when he goes in and is talking to the supermarket lady and all that stuff. Other than that, I did not. No, I mean, and we're fans of Bobcat. We're fans
Yes,
of Bobcat. We put him on the Mount Rushmore, FYC Mount Rushmore, but this one
it's a
just
big
didn't do it for me.
it's a big Mount Rushmore if he's on
It
there. I
is.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
It he look, he's the only reason I chuckled, I think, in this movie, really. So I'll take it. It's his old shtick. It's his, making his noises
Okay.
and yelling and kind of growling at people. There's not much to work with. It's not his fault. I mean, I think this movie runs in at 88 minutes and it
88.
feels every minute of 88 minutes. Like I paused at one point and I was like, wow, I'm just getting to that hour mark and there's still stuff to go.
Okay.
It's a tough watch.
All right. So your saving grace in this was Bobcat. I thought my saving grace in this movie was actually Michael Winslow Jones, Officer Jones, guy with
Yes.
the sound effects. I thought he was kind of funny when he was doing sound effects for the karate as like a karate movie. I thought that was kind of funny. I was
Sure.
really upset that Marion Ramsey, who plays Officer Hooks,
Hooks. Mhm.
her role was so minimal in this. I thought there was barely anything for her to do.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
like the dispatcher.
The 80s were a weird time. I feel like there's so much sexism and racism in this movie that even Michael Winslow doing,
Oh.
the karate and the voiceover felt cringy. Sticking Hooks behind a desk because she's a woman. Just God, like there's not a lot to this, there really isn't the gratuitous nudity for just having boobs on a beach. Like
Yeah.
none of it seems fun in this movie. I don't know why in the third one it felt a little more fun. Maybe because you get a little more Bobcat, you get a little more Sweet Chuck, who is the shop owner in this one, who
Yeah.
just gets his lamp shop robbed. What gang is robbing lamp stores? Like
I don't
breaking
know.
a safe in the lamp store. That's where the money's at.
Yeah, I love how he closes up. It's probably like midnight when he closes up shop, and then he decides to go to the ATM at midnight in this like
Yeah.
crime-ridden city. It's like, what are you doing, man? Oh my
Oh, poor
gosh.
guy.
Yeah, and then I mean, the ending, even the ending was awful. It's you got Zed and Mahoney who goes undercover. They're in a stairwell, and the officer comes in and he basically he helps saves Mahoney, and Mahoney hits Zed and he goes down the stairs, and then you get the wedding, the next Tackleberry's wedding, the next scene. I just thought it was stupid, man. I'm sorry. I really thought the third one was the worst. Now this is actually the worst one so far.
No, I'm pretty sure it gets worse, but we're not gonna find out. We're definitely not gonna find out. I promise you.
Okay. All right. Let's just promise people. You heard
This
that right
this
now.
yeah, this is a guarantee that I will not go back to this well ever again. I think that you can see in like the law of diminishing returns. Like the first one was like $90 million it made. This one made 50, and then it just keeps going in half until they literally like beat a dead horse and put a seventh movie out in the early 90s that I don't think made any money. It might have gone straight to video, but man, this is like a time capsule, and one that I just wish we wouldn't have opened.
All right. Oh, okay. I mean, rate it. Let's just rate it. Let's get this over with.
Yeah, I think so. We'll make this quick and easy for people. I think you got to go back to Sweet Chuck, because I mean, what a funny name, and I kind of like that guy. He's
Okay.
the underdog, the little shop owner.
Yeah. All right. So let's rate it. Sweet Chuck's 1, Sweet Chuck being really awful, 5 being the best in the series. Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Go for it.
I'm gonna, I hate to crap on people and their work. I'm sure a lot of people worked on this and were proud of it, but This might be the worst one yet. I'm going to go half a sweet chuck. This,
That's the worst rating you've given anything
easily
yet.
the worst. I don't even know that I've given a 1. This movie is not watchable. I want my $3 back from Amazon for renting it. It's like it's just
What's $2.99?
yeah, it was, and it just, man, I regretted the fact that it wasn't on some streamer somewhere that we could just quickly forget about it.
Okay, all right. So half a sweet chuck. That's the lowest we can go, right? Is half a sweet chuck.
Or none. I would assume you don't give it any, but
You gotta rate it. So I think half, you
it's
gotta
have
rate
something.
it. You gotta rate it. All right, my friend, I am totally with you on this one. It is half a sweet chuck for me. Half a sweet chuck. This movie is awful. There's nothing to it. It's cringy. The jokes just don't land. And again, I think we have fond memories of this movie, but you go back and rewatch this movie, and I want to have that nostalgia feeling. And I think sometimes we try really hard to bring that feeling back, but these movies just don't do it. And I challenge anybody who disagrees with our ratings to go back and watch 2 and 3 and let us know if it still holds up for you, because it doesn't, not one bit. Sorry.
Yeah, and I got nothing else to add there. I think that we'll do better selections of 80s films that maybe do hold the nostalgia a little higher than this one does, because yeah, we'll eat crow, if they, as you say, for this one. It was a bad choice. I apologize.
Sorry about this, everybody. I think we're done. Let's end it.
Yeah, let's just end it.
Okay.
That's all we've got, folks, for this episode. Yeah, let us know if you've seen this. Do you remember it being good, and do you still like it? I'd be interested to hear what people think. But for now, that's all we've got. I've been your host, Gagne. This has been FYC Film Review, and this has been my partner, Naldo.
All right, everybody, go have fun and watch this movie if you guys want to. And I would love to hear people's comments on this movie. I really would, because I can't find anything good about it. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. God bless Steve Gutenberg.
Yes. Cheers to the Goots. All right, everybody. We'll see you later.
Bye.